My husband said he regrets marrying me. My name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. Those were not easy words to hear. Now, you may have been angry. You might have been in the middle of a fight, and so your filter was up and didn't all come through. But enough of it came through for you to be searching, what do I do? What's going on here? I mean, wow. When you get married as a woman, you're getting married, and these are biological systems that affect our mind, and it's subconscious. A woman gets married partially for the protection that she gets from a man. A man marries a woman for the love he gets from the woman. This is subconscious. No one ever talks about this because they don't know about it. But it's the truth, and if you consider it, you'll realize that it is the truth. So your husband married you for the quality of the heart, the compassion, the love, the support. Men have a very tough existence because men are very guarded. And they open up, they put down their guard for their wives. And what do their wives do? Oftentimes, they betray that trust that the man has, that that's what his wife is going to be for him. And the wife becomes a complainer, becomes a pusher, becomes an arguer. All of those things block love. She puts expectations on him. She shows her unhappiness. She talks about her problems. All these things that Western psychologists tell people they should do, and yet there's over a 50% divorce rate. You would think the Western psychologists would wise up and realize that their advice stinks. You don't want to do all those things. Your husband has, I'm going to give you a different way of looking at this. Your husband has shared with you, forget the words he used, but what he said to you was, honey, I married you because I thought you would love me unconditionally, and you're not, so it looks like I made a mistake. Your response should not be to take it as a victim, feel attacked, feel humiliated. That's not going to do you any good. You should take this information the way you would take the information if you were in school and you got back a test and you only got a 70. You'd go, whoa, I really need to study this subject more. I didn't fulfill my end of the bargain of learning the material. You're not fulfilling your husband's needs. Now, the defensive part of you, and we all have the defensive part of us, is going to say, well, what about him? Fine. What about him? Maybe he'll do his part. Maybe he won't. That doesn't get you off the hook because you made promises to him. Think of it as maturity, integrity, that you don't behave according to how other people behave towards you. You're not just reactive. Of course, we are, but you have control over your mind. So you don't want to be reactive. You don't want to do what you just want to do because of your reactive mind. You want to do what you should do based on the wisdom of knowing the difference between right and wrong. And I'm not just talking about morality. I'm talking about what's going to work and what's not going to work. I tend to refer to it as beneficial or detrimental behavior. your husband, you're fortunate because your husband didn't just leave. He told you. He told you because he wants you to change. He didn't tell you to be mean, to kick you when you're down. He told you because you're not doing what you promised. Now, what are you going to do? Well, one thing I can tell you for sure is you're not going to learn what you should do by reading magazine articles, or even watching videos, or even reading either of my books. It's not, my books have all the good information about marriages that you could ever hope for. Very deep stuff. But you need more right now. And that's why we have at the Marriage Foundation a course for women, a course for men too, but you just want to take your course for women and you want to change everything. Why did you get married? Didn't you get married to be happy? So did he. Didn't you get married to experience love? Well, so did he. So you've come to the right place, you might say. I've got all the information, all the techniques, all the methodologies, everything that you will need. Now you could go the free route and watch all these videos. You should anyway. Subscribe to this channel so you could learn. But I am telling you the truth, it's not enough for where your marriage is at right now. Especially because by investing your time and energy into the course for women, you can have what you signed up for. That happiness that comes about by knowing what you're doing. By learning how to express the love, how to experience the love. You can have those things. And marriage is the most amazing thing there is. Truly, the most amazing thing there is by far. But you don't know how to do it. We're not taught. In our educational systems, we're not taught about marriage. We're not taught about relationships. We're not taught about ourselves and how we behave according to our gender. We're not taught about souls that we are, because there's this attitude of we can't talk about religion, and being a soul is not a religious discussion. It's just what we are. You want that love. He wants that love. Don't take it personally. That would be a mistake. But do take it as a heads up that now it's time for you to do something about this and change everything. I hope this was beneficial for you, because this action is intended to be beneficial, not detrimental. And whether you take these suggestions or not is up to you. We all have free will. Blessings to you, blessings to your husband and your family. And if you need further help, write in. It's a free service we have at the Marriage Foundation. Write in to our counselors and get some more feedback. Okay. Thank you for joining me. God bless.